Your comfort is the reason you're still average. Let me start with something uncomfortable. If your life hasn't changed in years, it's not because you don't want more. It's because you're too comfortable with less. Read that again. You don't lack dreams. You don't lack information. You don't lack motivation. You lack discomfort. And that's exactly why you're still average. Most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they protect their comfort at all costs. They choose what feels easy today, even if it costs them their future. Comfort is sneaky. It doesn't show up as a problem. It shows up as deserved rest. It shows up as I'll do it tomorrow. It shows up as I've been through a lot. And slowly, day by day, comfort becomes your lifestyle. Here's the brutal truth. Average is not an accident. Average is a decision made repeatedly. Every time you choose sleep over discipline. Every time you choose scrolling over skill building. Every time you choose excuses over responsibility. You vote for average. Most people don't crash their lives. They slowly settle into them. They don't quit their dreams. They postpone them. They don't stop trying. They reduce effort just enough to feel safe. And safety feels good until it traps you. Motivation thought. Comfort never challenges who you could become. The American mindset is harsh but honest. No one owes you growth. No one owes you success. No one owes you potential. You either earn it or you explain why you didn't. And explanations don't build lives. Let's talk about what average really looks like. Average isn't broke. Average isn't miserable. Average is dangerous because it feels acceptable. Average income. Average health. Average discipline. Average effort. You're not starving, so you don't panic. You're not failing publicly, so you don't change. You're just comfortable enough to stay where you are. And comfort kills urgency. Your brain is designed to avoid pain. So when discomfort appears, your brain says, stop. But growth lives on the other side of that stop sign. Think about this honestly. When was the last time you did something hard on purpose? Not because life forced you, but because you chose it. If the answer makes you uncomfortable, good. That means you're still aware. Comfort doesn't destroy your future overnight. It erodes it quietly. One skipped workout becomes a habit. One delayed goal becomes a year. One excuse becomes an identity. And one day you wake up frustrated, wondering why nothing changed. Nothing changed because you didn't. Most people say they want freedom, but their daily habits scream comfort. Freedom requires discipline. Comfort requires nothing. Motivation thought. Growth begins where comfort ends. Look at anyone you admire. They didn't wake up successful. They didn't feel ready. They didn't feel confident. They moved while uncertain. They acted while uncomfortable. They stayed disciplined when motivation disappeared. That's the difference. Average people wait for motivation. Strong people rely on systems. Average people chase feelings. Strong people follow commitments. Average people ask, do I feel like it? Strong people ask, what needs to be done? Here's something most people hate to admit. Average is chosen, not forced. Chosen when you avoid responsibility. Chosen when you blame circumstances. Chosen when you romanticize rest, but ignore effort. And the scariest part? Average doesn't warn you. It doesn't scare you. It doesn't shout. It whispers, you're fine. And fine is the enemy of greatness. This is not about working nonstop. This is not about burnout. This is not about hating your life. This is about intentional discomfort. Waking up earlier than you want to, training when no one is watching, learning when it's boring, showing up even when progress feels invisible. That's how discipline is built. If this message is hitting you, don't ignore it. That discomfort you feel right now is not fear, it's truth. And if you want more messages like this, messages that don't lie to you, subscribe to this channel. Not for motivation highs, for accountability. Comfort asks, what feels good right now? Discipline asks, what will I thank myself for later? Those questions create very different lives. Motivation thought. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Most people stay average because they confuse being busy with being effective. They exhaust themselves with distractions. They mistake movement for progress. But progress requires focus, and focus requires saying no to comfort. Let me ask you something serious. If your life stays exactly the same for the next 5 years, would you be proud? If the answer is no, then comfort is costing you more than you think. Your habits are perfectly designed to create your current life. If you want a different life, you need different habits. And different habits demand discomfort. This moment matters. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now. Not because you're ready, but because comfort has already taken enough from you. Moral of the message: average is not a lack of talent. Average is a lack of discomfort. The moment you stop protecting your comfort and start protecting your potential, everything changes. Final CTA. Don't close this and go back to the same routine. Do one uncomfortable thing today. One disciplined decision. One hard action. One step you've been avoiding. Comfort will keep you safe, but discipline will set you free. Your comfort is the reason you're still average, but it doesn't have to be. The moment you choose discomfort, average loses its grip. Your move.